bit dark here, mate. We got any light in here, mate?
Oh, come this way.
I'm very silhouette, aren't we?
Don't chip off the end.
I'll try it off the end. I think it's because we're looking into the sun, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun.
Well, into the brightness. Brightness. Don't fall down, mate. You're looking smaller. Okay, if you've seen part 1 of these Q&A videos with the professor, that's great. This is part 2. If you haven't, go back and watch it now. It'll be in the corner here. Go watch that first and then come back. This is part 2 with the question from St. Davy. Off of Instagram, who we finished off with the question on the other one.
Indeed. You were just putting me off because we now look like a poor man's relation to that me and my golf.
Well, I know I got black in this, but they're both Under Armour jackets, Matt, and they're both Under Armour blue. If they'd like to sponsor me, Under Armour, you have got jackets that now fit me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like a massive tent, but they do fit me.
That was athletic size as well.
Yeah. Yeah, sumo athletic size, thanks to the Japanese rugby player. Right.
Mine is. Right, anyway.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to the back of the camera because I'm still not swinging the club until at least next week. And
yes, we're going to try and answer some of that question that we finished off with.
Which was?
Up in the bar. Which was basically, what goes... Well, I don't want to say what goes wrong, but what could I do to try and promote what I'm practicing out on the golf course?
Okay.
Yeah.
So why do I do well on the range but then take out on the course doesn't work?
So just a couple of thoughts really on this one, but again it's going to go down on our even longer list now of future videos where we can examine this in more detail, shall we say.
Okay.
But yeah, we go through a couple of thoughts. Yeah.
I'll go to the back.
Right. Here we go. You might have to cut and edit some of this, John. So
normally do, Matt.
That would be my first issue to ask. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're probably looking at me thinking, well, what is the first issue? When you're practicing on the range, that basket of balls is a bit of a safety net for you.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the biggest difference when you're on the range versus out on the golf course, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. You've only got the one shot on the golf course.
But I can guarantee most people practicing up and down the country at the moment who put their baskets of balls there.
Yeah.
Are swinging away quite happily going, oh yeah, I'm trying to work on X, Y and Z, and it doesn't matter if this one doesn't work because I've got another 50 balls to go. Yeah, you're out on the golf course, it's like, right, hang on, this one needs to work. First tip, doesn't make a huge difference, but put them behind you, those balls. Yeah, okay. So the balls behind you, I want you to think of every shot you do on the range as it's only one shot, rather than I've got another basket of balls to go, and doesn't matter when I finish that basket of balls I can go and get another basket of balls. It's a completely different environment. Yeah. Okay. And I think maybe we had some criticism about a lot of our videos are done on the range, from a while back, which is a fair comment, but reality just says, I don't know if we'll never get the job with Cornish Tourist Board when this comment, but we are in Cornwall and it does rain. Yeah, well, same as all over the country, everywhere else, but there's a weather issues. Yeah, so a lot of the time when I'm quiet is normally when it's chucking it down with rain, bad weather, last thing in the day. And therefore a lot of people are forced into practicing on the range. Yeah. So wherever possible, that'll be my next tip, get away from practicing on the range. Yeah, because I totally agree. So again, get rid of the golf balls. One ball at a time. Secondary, get off the range practicing. Go out on the golf course with the same thought processes. So when I just go for his name, Saint Davy, okay, is practicing, the mindset needs to be the same. Yeah, and it's too easy for the mindset to be different here on a range as it is out on a golf course. So if I'm standing here now thinking, right, I'm working on the club coming outside the line slightly, for example. At the top of the backswing, I'm working on getting the weight on this right leg. I'm working on starting with my legs and lower half. That needs to be the same thought process as out on the golf course. I stand here on the range, and the chances are on the range I might not be looking at a target because in my mind I'm working on a process. So But again, here on the range, you could tidy that up and say, well, in actual fact, I need to aim at a specific target.
Sure.
Yes. So I need to aim at the 150 sign, for example. Now with the club I've got in my hand, I'm aiming at the 150 sign. I'm still working on that process of maybe get it outside the line, try and start with the lower half of the body. But that needs to be then applied out on the golf course the same, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So when I then, and again you might notice there, I've had umpteen swings.
Yeah.
Is St Davy having that amount of swings out on the golf course per shot, per ball?
Probably not.
No, and again, so there's a lot of things where I look at, and that's quite a common question, why do I perform one way on a range, totally different level on the golf course? There's too many variables, you've got to make it as similar as possible. So, I'm going to aim at that 150 sign. My last thought was, right, come on, get that club slightly outside, start with the legs, and I'm saying it as I do it, yeah, okay? So we just see what happens with this shot here, okay?
That's actually dead straight at the 150 sign, Matt. Oh, you're showing off. That first shot of the day.
It was pretty
I know it was, yeah.
And now we'll cut and edit this one and we'll reconvene out on the golf course, yeah? Right, so we're out on the golf course, it's windy, yeah, okay?
It's always windy at the moment, Matt, yeah.
And before anyone, including the owner of the golf club, says, hang on, you can't use range balls, it was only really to demonstrate the point I'm making.
Yeah.
And that is, however good these range balls are at Radnor, they're all the same.
They're all Strixons, they're all nice.
Strixons, they're all, you know, in that sense they should all fly the same. They're not going to be, well, unless you're going to use range balls, which you're not allowed to do out on the golf course, they're not going to be the same flight characteristics, are they?
No.
As in, however good they are, your Strixon Z Stars, yeah, are going to probably fly slightly better than the range balls.
Yeah, more consistently, I guess.
Yeah, more consistent. Well, consistency of the range ball should be the same if they're decent range balls. But in terms of a Z Star, will definitely fly better than a Strixon range ball, yeah. But the bigger thing I was making, the point was, don't, you know, out on the golf course, you haven't got a basket of range balls next to you.
No.
Yeah. So you need to get the practice done out on the golf course. There is no range balls, yeah? Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to not throw the range balls at you, John.
But you give them to me, yeah.
Give those range balls to you. And for the same reason, that range ball needs to be your golf ball.
Yeah. So
therefore, again, maybe the issue is there's too many variables there straight away. That needs to be your normal Z-Star Strixon golf
Would you
ball.
also suggest using the same ball all the time, irrespective of an expensive one or a cheap one?
Definitely.
But just use the same one all the time.
And definitely, and I only pick Strixon because they're the who we use for range balls here. But it doesn't need to be a Z-Star at £12 for 3, you know, like a £4 golf ball. They do a perfectly good £1 golf ball.
Yeah. And all other brands do the same.
Exactly. And they all go from approximately £1 to £4 a golf ball. You know, and someone's going to write and say, oh, well, you're quite cheap there because they charge £5 a ball at my golf club. But approximately, most manufacturers have a £1 ball. They have a £4 ball.
But keep it consistent.
Keep it the same all the way through the year as well.
Yeah.
Which was another question that no one asked on this one. And I'm a bit concerned it's quite windy and you're not going to be able to hear me.
Right,
but the point I was going to make was, I actually forgot the point I was going to make. Well, what were we talking about?
Consistency in golf balls, Matt.
Golf balls. And would we change depending on weather?
Yeah.
No. Is the answer. I'd keep the same golf ball all through the year.
Yeah.
Personally. Some people might say no, I'd change summer to winter. As long as you're playing consistent golf, i.e. every week, you shouldn't need to.
No.
Because it's not going to be a sudden change. John, you've had a bad back for a month. Last time you played, it was a lot harder on the ground.
Ball was rolling like mad.
So you're going to have a little bit of your own issue there getting out onto a golf course and being different.
But that's more about judgment of how far the ball's going to land and roll now as opposed to anything else.
Yeah. Now, we're doing this in between lessons and other bits. And again, I've now forgot to bring out the proper golf ball. Yeah. Because my point was, hang on, I'm not allowed to use that one. I was going to put down a nice Z-Star at this point.
So this is just demonstration purposes. Use your imagination, everybody.
But if out on the range we were thinking X, Y and Z, we need to think it here. we need to have the same amount of practice swing. So I stand here and sort of say, because this was, and if you repeat the video back on the range, I said, well, I'm trying to get the club slightly outside the line. I'm going to try and get the weight on my right leg. I'm going to try and start with my hips. Yeah, they were exactly the same things I said to you on the range. So they need to be the same out on the golf course. But what's the other factor? I know it's playing havoc to the video.
That's all right.
What's the bigger factor out here, John, that we didn't have on the range?
Oh, I'm looking at the video, you're throwing me a question now.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the biggest change here? And it's something to do with the problems we're having with the camera that we didn't have on the range.
Yeah, you've got a serious weather issue now.
We got the wind. The wind doesn't change.
Which is the variable you can't control.
No, but the wind didn't change. The wind has been this strong, yeah?
Yeah.
Or from the range to here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just that out here we don't have a back wall.
Yeah, here you feel it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and I've played a few times. I played with Neil Allen recently, and we did a video with for another channel, a friend of mine channel called The Happy Golfer. And it was 50 mile an hour, 60 mile winds we were playing in. Yeah, no, I put the ball down, the ball was moving on the tee, and at one point we were physically like moving sideways, back and forwards, because this wind was blowing us, let alone trying to stand up, trying to hit a ball.
Yeah,
so
definitely. So I will
not control conditions.
You can't control them, but I think the driving range, and I'll come closer so you can hear me, the driving range as a whole is a lot more sterile as an environment. Yeah. It also gives you a false sense of how good you are.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that nastily to the person that asked the question, but I think driving ranges are great to practice movements, processes, but the biggest tip I can give you is they need to be the same when you come outside.
Your reality is on the course.
Yeah. So what I will actually do, because it is starting to rain and we have got someone coming up.
Bleak's getting worse than bleak, Matt.
It is getting worse than bleak. I'm going to say, and John, you can sort of facilitate this, what I'd like everyone to do, and I'm not going to personally analyse everyone's swing, but video your swing on the range, video it out on the golf course, and even yourselves, you can then just compare like for like.
Yeah, just get one of your friends to on your phone or whatever.
Yeah, listen, bring them up on screen. There's my range swing, there's my golf course swing. See if there's any differences, because I can guarantee you when you look at them, there's going to be some differences.
Yeah, I notice mine all the time.
Yes.
I see it all the time when I go on the course, and I notice even when I'm playing without filming it, I hit a shot and go, oh, I didn't do that, I didn't do that, I didn't do that bit.
So I know, again, it is chucking it down with rain now with glasses. However much I pull the hat down, I'm getting drenched. But I will say the first thing I would do if I was your coach is say, look, I'm going to video this swing on the range, video it on the golf course, compare the two, see if there's differences. There's probably differences mentally, there's probably environmental differences, but again, the one tip I will do, and we can't really do it because we've got the range balls and there's people coming, is talk to yourself. I said this to someone yesterday, I say it most times. If on the range I'm talking to John saying I'm taking it outside the line, I'm trying to get the weight on my right leg, I'm trying to start with my hips, it needs to be the same thought process going through your mind, and I can guarantee most people when they come out to the golf course, they get transfixed with a target, they worry about all these people there. There's people just finishing the hole behind. Have I taken too long? You don't think any of that on
None
the
of
range.
those things you see on the range, no. Absolutely.
You should, in one sense, I want you to care just as much as the shots on the golf course as you do on the range, but rewind, do as much practice as possible on the golf course, Okay. We're going to move because we've got people behind us, it's raining. I don't think you'll probably have heard anything I just said, but hopefully we have. We're going to do another question indoors before I go and do another lesson. We'll go inside in the dry, we'll see you in a minute. Right, we're back inside, John. It was chucking it down with rain. I'm working down my little list, or your list.
Yep, our list.
Our list. Alan Scott, good video. I believe this is the best training aid available, plane swing.
This is talking about the plane swing video,
Yeah. Can it be used on the range with a real club? Again, probably my good friend Tony Clark would be saying,
who was the designer?
Yeah, who was the designer, inventor, golf coach extraordinaire, will say, oh no, we don't want people using it with the golf club. In theory you could do, I know we've used it with a proper golf club before, but just before I have Tony commenting on this.
I'm going to go back a bit and see what we're doing. Go on.
Obviously the idea with this, it builds up the right muscles, the right processes, the right feeling, so that you should be then able to take that swing onto the range. Yeah? Now we've got it almost perfectly set up indoors because of the weather. Okay. I know that I can come in here at any time and use this, but yes, in theory, if you've got the space on the driving range,
and if you've got a driving range that'll let you do it,
exactly,
because you need space and facilities.
100%. So get it on the range, and what my recommendation would be to do is, if you imagine, and we're not going to do it for a short time, but if you imagine it's on the range, you have umpteen swings backwards and forwards, maybe a little bit of eyes closed as you go on that movement, and then while that's fresh in your mind, step out onto the range of practice mat here and then make that same movement with your golf club. What I've done with people before is stood inside the wheel with a golf club and said, well, yeah, in actual fact, if I were to rest that so it's parallel to the wheel, what is that feeling? Does it go up and down those same lines?
And that's kind of what you've done with me, just so you kind of, like you said, you feel that it works with that way.
So strictly speaking, no, the machine isn't, I personally don't think the machine is designed for you to put your golf club on and hit balls.
And to be honest, it's a big thing.
Exactly.
To fit into a little driving bay.
But at the same time, I know I personally have said to people, right, if you just try and keep that shaft parallel to that circle all the way through, that would be a good blend. A good blend between using the sliders on the wheel, coming away from the wheel and hitting a few shots. So there's nothing wrong in one sense if you had the facilities set up. Stand here and make a few
just move away
swings.
a little bit.
Not a problem at all. But no, strictly speaking, unless Tony's going to suddenly make lots of comments underneath, give you the links to buy one, I don't think it was designed to be hitting balls with. The idea is that you use the sliders, groove in, recognise a swing, and then take that swing forward, hit some balls, and if you're doing it parallel to it, great. And maybe we can do that on another video. Great thing about these questions and answers, there's a whole list of videos we could do. So that was one question there, John. We're going to cut and edit the video, and we're going to take the next question, which was a question about grip size in the shop. Right, here we go. Next question. Yorkie bar. That's a great one, isn't it? My question: does the correct grip size make a difference? And he also says, John, cheers pal, hope you and the family are well. So you can answer that.
In answer to that, my wife has finished all the tests. We are hopeful.
Good.
So far. So
things are moving well. And your back?
My back is improving. Played a few holes the other day, that's all I've done in a month, but hopefully back on course next week.
Perfect. Now, again, most golf shops are the same. I don't know if Yorkie Bar was talking about big fat putter grips or smaller
or irons grips, or whatever.
Or irons, but yes, to a large degree, the putter grips, just getting a few off the shelf there, it depends on personal preference. Other grips are available, as we always say, but there is a big fashion at the moment for these really quite big oversized putter grips. Personal choice on that one, and that doesn't have a lot to do with the size of your hands. That's more what you're trying to do in terms of with the putting stroke. The bigger the grip, the less risky it should make it, but at the same time, someone that's got good putting stroke wouldn't mind if they actually had just the, I'd say, the bog standard 5 grip, like so. If you've got a good putting stroke, it'll be good with that just as much as that. So in terms of size on the putter grip, personal choice, depends what you're trying to do. Personally, I've got something very similar to that size on my putter, works perfectly well. Would I be opposed to putting with a normal size grip? No, not at all. It's your choice. When it comes to irons and woods, most golf shops again will have those, I say, mocked up grips ready for you to test.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Testing as much as someone that knows about size of hands and fingers, the difference on the finger length of the palm, would be able to make a very good, educated, not guess, but suggestion as to what size grip you'd need. And that does then come down to the size of your hands. Yeah. So that, I would say, it's not a personal choice, but a personal answer depending on the size of someone's hands and once again what they're trying to do. I teach a lot of senior golfers that do like, and although that's just an oversized grip, you can get them bigger, that like the really biggest jumbo grips they can get because of they might have arthritis in their hands, fingers that just seize up, in which case the bigger maybe the better for them. But the only problem going too big with the grip is you'll then lose the feel. Yeah. Sure. And there is an issue of weight as well. Yeah. So the bigger the grip,
I've had that thing, because people know that I've had my irons fitted, I've had my driver fitted, and I do have slightly larger grips.
Yes.
So I've got mid-side grip with a couple of wraps in them, and so they are designed, if I do, not showing off, but I have big hands.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, which is a small price to pay for your fame and wealth, John, isn't it?
Well, having big hands.
Yeah, having big hands. So the answer to that question is yes, it does make a difference. Too small a grip and you'll generally get a little wristy. Yeah. The thicker the grip, the less you should be able to use your wrists, or promotes more solid wrists, shall we say. But again, the other question that wasn't asked is, should you have cord in the grip? And the answer to me personally is yeah. If you've got a choice, get a corded grip because it is easier to hold on to. Yeah. Compared to some of the more standardized grips. Okay. Yeah. So the best bit of advice there I'm going to give is go into your local pro shop. Yeah. Seek a little bit of advice from a PGA professional or someone that at least knows what they're talking about when it comes to grips, because there is a lot of different choice. And I know I've just pulled umpteen off the wall there.
Yeah. But we could have got dozens.
But, yeah. Exactly. And at the end of the day, if you're like John, you were out in the market of buying new clubs, not that you are now, but when you was, try some. They should come as standard on a fitting set. When I say standard, they'll come with a standard grip, but there is the option of trying those clubs as part of that process of getting fitted. So definitely, the grip does make a difference. Get a good quality one, because again, it's a forced economy to buy the cheapest grip, because they're going to probably need re-gripping a lot quicker than the better.
Would it also be a comfort thing as well? Because in the end, you've got to be comfortable with your clubs, the way you hold them, or where it feels.
Definitely. So. And again, colour. Colour, again, I had someone asked me about, does the colour make any difference? No, it doesn't make any difference.
Just a personalised thing, isn't it?
But there are different materials in those grips these days, and multi-compounds, the big word with grips. Get one that you like, but again, size of hand, so size of grip does make a slight difference. Get some advice and try some out. So it does make a difference, yeah? We're going to do another couple of questions, but we're not going to change the location so much, but I'm going to just change slightly positions in the shop because of the lighting. Stand on that, get you higher.
No, I don't need one thing I don't need, Matt, is I don't need, how am I going to get in there? I don't need anything to stand up on. I'm not that short, mate. Go on. I'll just lean nonchalantly like this way, really. I don't really awkwardly.
You can come this way, can't you?
Hang on. Right. There you go.
That needs to be that way.
People, yeah, you want to put this poster in. People don't realise what I'm trying to get by here. Right.
There you go. Lovely.
Okay. Got it, mate.
Right. Here we go.
What are we doing?
Well, I was just going to answer that last couple of questions very quickly before I've got to go off and do a lesson.
Yeah, you've got to do some proper work.
Now.
Yeah, go on.
John, are you going to get a TS1 driver?
Answer is yes, and I have one.
You have one?
I just unfortunately been sat in a box most of the time with my bad back, but I do have one. You will see it on camera, and it is a full-length driver. I'm going back to a full-length driver thanks to your lessons.
Length is everything then.
Length is everything, okay.
Right, sorry, that was Carpy Keith. There you go. Okay. Adam Thomas, what clubs are you and Matt now using?
I am using Mizuno JPX 900 irons.
Perfect.
And Titleist TS1 driver, Titleist hybrid, Titleist 5 wood, I think, as opposed to a 3 wood, and a Scotty Cameron putter. And
mine haven't changed since last time we did it. Yeah, so there might have to be a link underneath.
Yeah, we can do the what's in the bags again.
But the TaylorMade blades, SLDR driver, fairway wood, still got the Ben Ross hybrid in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the one thing that has changed, I've just got some Cleveland wedges that have gone in at the bottom end. Yeah, simple as. So yeah, we might have to update that one. So that was good.
If I make lots of money, I might change it, because all YouTubers changing their clubs all the time if they can afford it.
They're the ones that tend to have 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, they're the ones who got 1 million subscribers, not 2,000. So at the moment, I play with what I got, and I'm just lucky enough to be able to buy new when I started golf, and they're not that out of date yet.
Charles says, is a Big Oggie Golf Day on the cards soon?
Hopefully, yes. Matt and I are going to have a big meeting, hopefully next week, and that will be off camera. We've got a few ideas to sort out for the channel. There's lots of ideas coming on the channel. I'm going to be meeting up with a couple of other people who have played on the channel as well. So the plan is yes. Yeah. And I think we just primarily or provisionally said today it will be in Cornwall.
Indeed.
For the first one.
Yeah, I think it definitely needs to be.
Yeah.
Now, I got asked this during the week. What was my biggest success? Now, I think a lot of people assume all professional golfers play. So I don't know, and I know the young lad that asked me this question, but I'm sure he was thinking I was going to say, oh, I've won X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's someone that primarily teaches and then does my other various sort of more management roles within the county, the 2 different facilities I work at. I haven't got a huge success from playing records, and as most people say, well, I haven't actually won anything as a professional golfer. But it's horses for courses.
Doesn't stop you being a good coach.
No, exactly. And I would actually say my biggest success as such is my last Get Into Golf session I ran. We had 8 people on it. Out of those 8 people, 6 of them joined a golf club. So again, in terms of success and my roles and responsibilities, a 75%, it is 75%, isn't it, John? Yeah, a 75% hit rate or conversion rate from new golfers
to people who play
who have actually joined the golf club.
Yeah, joined the club, absolutely.
It's fantastic. So in terms of my success is marked on my roles and responsibilities at the golf club, and one of my primary roles is to get more people playing golf and join golf clubs. So that's 6 new members, and I will say you might be able to go out and win a big tournament, but what impact does that have on your golf club?
Yeah, probably has an impact on you, but doesn't have an impact on the general golf world.
Exactly. So my impact or basic success, if you like, is there are 6 more golfers now that have joined golf clubs, and with golf still in a decline, if every golf pro could say they got 6 more new golfers, that'd be a huge success.
There'd be a lot of happy golf clubs out there, I'll tell you.
So unfortunately, to that little guy that asked me that question, no, I can't run off a whole long list of tournament wins.
You beat me a few times.
Yeah, indeed. That could be my biggest biggest success of the year. And obviously your biggest success this year?
Yeah, being part of the team of the YouTube Golf Day.
The winning
team. Yeah, but they were some good golfers on our team, I have to say.
Exactly. Yeah, so that was good, wasn't it? Yeah, absolutely. That was a big success. Now, you've got to go. For time. We've got to just go and get our stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll do these videos.
I'll run through that list of questions and make another list.
Yeah, because there's a lot. We've got a lot, and we're just trying to do the best we can to fit in the ones when we can. Yeah, but some of them we'll actually take. Breaking the place now. Some of them we will actually do on courses, etc., as part of lessons. There's one asking about our swing speeds.
Yes.
Maybe we'll do that at a place with a big screen. Well, he said I wasn't accurate enough. So if you want to see all that, maybe, especially with the weather getting bad, we'll go indoors somewhere and we'll do that.
And I think that could be a natural link to the next video, isn't it? When we ask people, guess my average driver speed, guess your average driver speed, and then you've got to look back on your videos to see.
There's probably a bit of stuff in it,
but yeah, maybe that's a question we could post. What do people think our swings are? Might have to go and quickly swing a driver if we're not going to
say that answer.
Anyway, we're rattling on again. I've got work to do. John, you've got to keep promoting your big giveaway.
I have, if you're not taking part in the big giveaway, why not? It's a winter golf break, Big Oggie style. You get lesson with Matt. You're getting to stay 2 nights at a fabulous leisure resort, really, which has got a great all-weather golf course in it, and you'll get to meet me and Neil Allen and other people to do with the channel, and you can go and play at Perranporth for a 4-ball. Perranporth Golf Club's fantastic links course, and also at West Cornwall whereas this is my home club, another fantastic links course with amazing views. And also Hale Golf as well, they get practice stuff at Hale Golf. Sorry Hale, I forgot to add you in there.
You were going to say one was better than the other there, John, and upset one of them.
No, honestly, the whole point of the video, of the package is that everything is fantastic, everything is the best I can make it for you, and it's all weather, so no matter what the conditions are, you might get a bit wet, but with a bit of luck,
make sure you bring your waterproof.
Bring your waterproof, bring lots of balls. Okay, you're going to need them. So, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to let Matt go. Thanks very much, Mr. Professor.
Done. Jobs are given.
We'll see you all again very soon, and I'll be back on a course very soon. As I said, there are lots and lots of plans. Because of my back issues, we've had to cancel quite a few videos, but we are all working together behind the scenes. There's a whole little gang of us at the moment. That's part of the channel moving forward.
Indeed.
Okay, see you all soon, everybody. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to take part in the competition. Bye.
Yeah, good. Well, it couldn't have gone better if we tried.